All right, so what's up, guys? Long time no upload. I know. We're gonna get on it, but it's been a while. It's winter time. We don't normally do car stuff in the winter time here because it's cold. So it's getting warmer a little bit later. We're gonna try to get some more videos in. I know I've been slacking. Just let me know what you guys want to see coming up for the whole year. It's kind of been busy, life, everything else, but all right. So let's get into today's video. What we're gonna do, kind of just update video, whatever you guys want to see in the future. Let me know in the comments. But right here, this is a K20A2 PRB. So I guess, I don't know, maybe a year ago, I think I did a K20A3 EP3 build. What I did is I basically wanted to see when the balance oil pump, if it could fail and mess everything up in the engine. So what we did was we plugged K-Pro up in a stock EP3, revved it to like 12,000 plus RPMs. And what kind of fast conclusion was, what happened with that was the oil pump chain failed, which then led to the oil pump not working at all. So you had zero oil pressure. And then we basically drove it to its death, threw a rod out of the block, scored everything. Cool. Now, same thing right here, K20A2 out of a 2002 Type S. What I wanted to see was, two, how high can you rev it with the dual valve springs? Because this one is a I guess, early 2002. This one has the dual valve springs installed. And then two, will the Type S pump fail? So what we did was we took this one, revved it to the same moon, data logged everything, and now we're going over the damage to see what happened to this thing. We did lose a cylinder. We'll start off, so we did lose a cylinder, but everything else though, it did look pretty good, to be honest with you. We didn't lose oil pressure at any point. I know a lot of people say the pump cavitates, but I mean, we didn't lose oil pressure, so was it cavitating? Maybe. But did we lose oil pressure? No. So you can use these, actually these dual valve springs are actually better than the stock valve springs that come in these K20s. So if you can get a dual valve spring K20 head, look for one. They're a little better. Other than that though, valves came out good. Nothing in the top end is actually messed up at all, really, other than the actual head itself, because we lost a cylinder. But the valve springs are still good. The valves that weren't in the head are still good. Over here, valve train was still good. No scoring, because I guess we didn't lose oil pressure like last time on the EP3. We lost oil pressure, so like the cams are gone, the caps are gone, everything was gone. Even, what do we do? Took these apart, no wear or anything in there, so everything looked good on that side. Really, as far as like running it to the moon, we didn't lose oil pressure. You can take these stock heads to the moon as far as revs. I mean, if the block failed, which that's the problem, the rod actually let go. So that was kind of the problem with this one. What we found out was the rod let go first. We didn't actually lose oil pressure before the rod let go. So, ugh. But pretty good kabang. So actually, yeah, let's see here. Flip this up. Yeah. So as you can see, that one looks pretty good. That one looks pretty good. That one not so good. And that one looks pretty good. So we pretty much lost cylinder 2 on here. Ugh. Yeah, but other than that though, looks pretty good. Let's go check the block out, because I kind of inspected everything up here. It all looks good. You can probably reuse everything up here, but just need another core head because we lost a cylinder. And 4 valves, and that's pretty cheap though. So let's go check out the block real quick. All right, so here's our block. There's a hole in the block. We have some cracked casing right here, I guess where rod number 2 came out. 3 and 1 look pretty good. Obviously you can see here we lost the whole sleeve and everything. Yeah, this isn't looking too good on cylinder 2. The rod's still down there. The piston is gone. I don't know what happened to the piston. The other ones are still there. We got to take this apart. I'm gonna get this apart in a second to see everything else, but chain wear looks good. Nothing really messed up on this one as far as like the old one. The oil chain failed on the balance shaft pump. I think it put too much pressure on the chain that caused it to fail. But this A2 pump here, I think did pretty good. So give me a second. We're gonna go ahead and rip this block apart. So, or if I can get it, hopefully I can get the crank out. We'll see. But all right, let's get this block apart to see what actually happened. All right, so we got our oil pump off. I just kind of did this outside because I didn't want to get oil all in the floor. But oil pump's off, and here's what happened actually. Look at this right here. That is the wrist pin of the piston got lodged into, I guess, between the wall of the block and the rod, and that completely locked the engine up. So that's why the engine completely locked up. I'm gonna go ahead and take the crankshaft out in a second to see how, even if I don't know, I'll see if I can get it out, but the block's pretty cracked. This cylinder was the one that was the problem. These other cylinders look good. And then two, this was in the oil pan down here. When you have parts of the cylinder wall in the bottom of your oil pan, it's probably not good. So, all right, let's see if we can pop this apart and see what else the damage is. All right, so we got the crank tore out. Crank's there, bottom's there. Everything surprisingly does not look that bad. I mean, I looked at all the bearings, those still look good. The 3 pistons over here, those still look good. The bearings on those still look good. Main bearings look good. Everything still looked good except our leftovers of this piston right here. That's all I could kind of find from it. I think the piston sits like that and the wrist pin kind of sits down in it, but look at this right here. I don't know if you can see this. The wrist pin actually split. So I don't know if that was before or after carnage, who knows, but to snap this right, to actually break this, you have to hit this pretty hard because like these are pretty thick. You're not just gonna pop that off. You know, so that's all that's left of that too. This is the rod. Maybe a bolt let loose. We got a little play here. If you got play like this on your rod, that's probably not good. And the block has a hole in it. So yeah. So the block's probably trash. Crank's probably trashed. Everything's probably trashed. But surprisingly, not too much damage on the bottom end as I thought. So yeah. Alright guys, let's probably go ahead and pack this stuff up, clean up, throw all this, and get rid of this block, I guess. Ain't nobody gonna use that. But yeah, next video, who knows what's going on, who knows what's happening. I don't even know. It's been busy, going through a lot, but I don't know. Just subscribe, check next video out. Alright, later.